Welcome back, Cavern Dwellers and Splunkers. It's Graveyard here with Mezzo with another episode of Riven, the sequel to Myst. The puzzle games where if you didn't know how to do it, you were screwed out of luck in the 90s.
Yeah, you guys, if you don't remember, like back in those days, they didn't have the internet that we have now. There weren't walkthroughs that you could just Google and look up. There was no beard in the chair like we have now.
No, there's not.
I'm looking over at you. That's what people were looking at. So guys, I'm really excited. I was actually really surprised when we played last how much I actually remembered. Because it had been a long while since I played this. And so I was really surprised that I remembered so much of it. So let's get into it. Start saved game. Load. All right. So we were
in the submarine.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were we had just finished this area where we played that game thing. But I think we weren't really necessarily sure what to do next.
Correct.
Yeah, it's and if I guess I have to turn around. If any of you are curious, tomorrow, well, I mean not tomorrow for us, but tune into our Saturday morning nerd out, Saturday morning show. It's Saturday morning twice. Saturday morning nerd out show. We always have a nerd out segment, and if you had watched it last Saturday, or you can watch the upload because by the time it comes up, it'll have already been done. I talk about game mechanics, and I mention things from this game. So,
yes. All right. So we're in bearded up in the chair today.
Yeah, he's got a Graveyard here has his beard in the chair walkthrough ready just in case we really end up needing it. Which with these older games is usually pretty often. So.
And they're not very good walkthroughs. I'm able to find either.
People are sometimes with older games too, when they can be so obscure with some things. It's kind of hard to come up with a walkthrough that is very precise because you have a lot of fumbling around to do.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work. It's not like people usually get paid for walkthroughs. So.
No, I mean, you can buy one on Amazon for $7, but I think with the beard in the chair, we can muller our way through it. So. See,
we're too far away from that. So.
According to the walkthrough, there is only 2 open docks. And one is the start area, and one is the dock switches. Everything else is closed or no dock.
What about the little church school thing we went to?
Well, it says it was closed, but seemingly we got into it. So this is how bad the walkthroughs are. Is your diagram that you hand drew is pretty spot on?
That's funny. That's what goes to it.
So. Yeah, this is very, very different from what we found. So
should I go back to try to get back to the dock where we originally got onto the submarine?
Yeah,
thing?
Let's go there because there's only a handful of islands in there. We'll get there. We start with the jungle school, and it has you get out of the jail, and you get the noise, and you get into the cart. And you go to Crater Island, right? So we were in Crater Island. This is where you had the switches in the middle of the lake. You were able to get below into it. And it says there is a fan vent to climb through to get to a laboratory. Do not do that.
Interesting.
So
I happened to go I went to this one again, trying to get over here.
Okay, so we're calling that the school, correct?
Yeah, I think it's a school. They might have called it a church or something. Okay. I think I need to go either the other way or go twice on this next fork. I think I need to turn around and go right, I guess.
All right, so where are you at? You just left the school?
Yes.
Okay, so left brings you to the gallows, right brings you to the dock switches.
Okay, so I need to turn around again and then go right instead.
Yes. That's if this Microsoft Paint image is correct.
I mean, as long as it's correct, you gotta do what you gotta do, yo.
I know. But yeah, let's get back to where that crater is with those dinosaur walruses, whatever you want to call them, dinosaur seals.
Oh, like that are on the title page of the Steam page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come on, cursor.
There you
Jeez, it feels like it takes forever for it to actually stop.
Well, it has to read from the CD.
The CD, really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, here are the switches. Now, they're supposed to be different, right?
So, we can do this levers now if we want. Where does it say what levers to do? Give access. Blah blah blah. Not.
You tell me when you're ready. I'm just experimenting with something. See, now it sticks out differently. Here.
Okay.
Did you see that change?
No, I was looking at another
Look
screen.
see how the circle is centered in this big hole?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm just doing the opposite of what's currently there because I wanted to see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now when I go to look, you see how it's not centered.
Yes.
It moves the holes around.
Okay. So we do have to get into that hole at some point.
Yeah, I'm just testing one of them. That was it. Was that one?
Yeah, two different guides have two different walkthroughs here. So of course.
Okay.
So,
what does it say about
so we're here.
leverage?
So we're here. Reach the dock switches, right?
Yes.
You want to make sure they're all in the right position. Hey, thanks. Flipping them will make all docks usable.
I don't know what it originally looked like.
So their picture in this guide is the ones that are up are, if we start from the left, 1 through 5, 1 and 4 are up. The other ones are down. And then number 4.
But the thing is that we'll definitely get rid of the one that I just had that was like, see, now that just messed that up one back up. That was number 3. This one.
Huh. So not a very good
put
guide.
number 3 back, now it's back to where, like, I think where it's supposed to be.
Okay, so just okay. It says confirm all docks are extended.
Oh, it's extending the dock. That's what it's doing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can only see, like, this dock is not extended now. The width of the school.
Is that number 1?
Let's see. No. I'm gonna try 2.
Yeah.
No. Try 4. Not 4, so it's 5. Now you can see it's out.
Okay. So we want to have that done. Let's get so those 2 are up. So we have whatever that circle is.
Yeah.
Which is, does that
it kind of makes, go ahead.
Do you think that's the gallows or the start area?
Gallows. Start area is right here. This is where you start when you first get into it.
So we're at dock switches. We don't need to go to the school anymore. Yeah, so we have village docks, which is that pathway.
This one right here, which I don't see a dock for it, but I can try to flip the other ones we just tried and see what it does. Okay, don't see a difference there. Try 2.
Okay.
That one's extended now.
Okay. Are all of them extended?
I think so. I think it was just up for the extended extension.
Let's leave them all up then.
All right.
So then it says go to school, which we already did.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Now make our way to. Did we go to Ta? So two different things say two different things, right?
We gotta like basically choose one to try if it makes sense at all.
All right. So do you remember the lake that had the valve switches in the middle of it?
Yes.
That's the laboratory is supposedly by there.
Okay. We went up to that one. It was the same place that like had the thing that we lowered down that had a pellet on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's supposedly an elevator.
Okay. An elevator, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I know that this is that thing that was like. This is the dock entrance. I just wanted to make sure I actually got there right because I thought maybe I accidentally went there. But you see, there's like a way to get up, and there's this huge pathway.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna go to that lake.
Yes.
All right.
Because we're missing sounds. There's 5 sounds altogether. I think we have 3.
We have 3. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there's this, guys. We got a sound from them, from this area.
Yes.
I think it was it straight up?
It was through the...
No, it was, through this.
Yeah.
We rode this over to it.
Yes.
I'm going to rewrite while this is going the things over here.
Whee!
Ugh. It's dizzying.
Because our next step is to get to a big dome.
This looks just like fun in real life, though.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Spooky.
I was so close to finishing before it happened.
Okay, so we're going to go to the switches in the middle of the lake.
Okay, I'm almost done. I just destroyed the last one. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we did that. Do you remember when you went through...
I went through the tube.
Yes, we wanted to go... Yeah,
Oh,
it
sorry,
says...
I just smacked it again.
Remember where we had to go through the darkness until we could... to find daylight?
Yes. I will do that now, so it's like reenacting what the walkthrough says.
Yes. So let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so...
There's only one way to go.
Get out of the pipe and follow mountain pass over the fence to the double doors.
These?
Yes. All right, so double doors, go through it and shut them behind you.
Oh.
Spooky. Follow the path revealed on the right to get out again.
What? No.
Uh-huh.
I can't do anything. Oh, wait. What is that? It's so loud in my head, actually.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so we're not ready for this part yet. So, all right. So it says, go through the workshop mountain, follow the path to reveal to go on the right. Look for a gray lever on the right side of the bridge.
Gray lever on this bridge? Or is it talking about the end of that pathway up higher?
The end of go back.
Oh, okay. There's another way this way too. Like that's the way we went, and there's another way this way.
Let's go. Let's try that way.
Oh, this is the walkway above that we had seen. That leads to this beautiful looking place. There's 2 ways to go, so let's hold the walk through there, but we'll explore the other places.
Yeah.
Okay, this is locked.
Yes.
So that's a no. Oh, that's pretty.
There's the dome.
But the bridge needs to be lowered. Okay.
Yes.
We'll go back to that path. Left. All right, here's the lever that you were mentioning.
Yeah. Look for gray, hit it, and return through the double doors.
But the thing, it won't come out. It won't do anything now.
Okay,
so I must have already done it.
When you get to the silver ball with holes in it, look up and climb through the fan vent.
I can't. I have to stop it first. And yes. I can't stop it. It literally doesn't do anything.
And what did we get from there? Do you remember?
There was the ball with the holes in it, and I put this pellet in there, and it lowered it. It stayed.
Interesting, because it says to go through, somehow get through that. So,
okay. Let me see. Because if it lowers, it it lowers further back in the mountains. So I'm not sure.
You know what?
Huh.
Look at the positions on the switches on the lake. Maybe that will matter with that ball.
Okay. The valves in the center?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
it has to have power to it. That's what it is. Okay. It needs to go all the way that way.
It says turn. Yeah.
I got it. I think.
Got it.
Yes. Kind of interesting that the fan was spinning when this apparently had no power.
Okay. When you get to the silver ball with holes and look up, does that do anything now? If you look up?
It's still going. I can't go anywhere.
Can you turn the power off now with it open?
Let me see. If I take that and I go turn this power off, I'm just wondering if that was still going because the thing was down. Oops, I didn't want to go that way.
Nope.
I meant to go the other way. Sorry. That building though, have you ever seen The Shadow?
No.
Oh, you might like it. It's from the 90s. It stars Alec Baldwin, and that building kind of reminds me of. Still going.
How do we shut that down?
And that doesn't go anywhere unless
it turned off.
put in. Yeah, we turned it off.
No, if you hit the switch lever again.
No, it's just still on. I can hear it going. Okay, so it says you pull the lever and the fan stops?
It says go in the building, down the ladder, keep clicking through darkness until you see the daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it says look for it, hit it.
Okay. Look for this.
This is why this guide is not
You want to try
very
the other one?
good.
Ugh, it's dizzying.
Okay. Okay, so let's see here. From the trap, look directly up. You see there's a spinning fan. We want to be in that event. The next step took my 11-year-old self almost a week to figure out back in 1997.
That's
Go back
hilarious.
out the double doors, but not go through. Instead, close them, revealing 2 hidden passages.
Yeah.
So there's 2 passages on those
Yeah.
sides, each side of the door, right?
Yep.
Okay. If you don't know how to close the door, blah, blah, blah,
Click on them.
we're going to make a quick detour. Take the left path. When you come to another spinning dome, however, there appears to be a viewer. Okay. You notice there's a hole in the wall housing near the viewer, which is, yes, that.
Okay.
Okay. Close the door.
That's rude to like have the same mechanic like that.
It's an eyeball. All right. Use a viewer to stop the bone. Okay, use it to stop the dome and note the symbol it lands on and where you found it.
I hit the button, but it's not stopping. Oh, I have to hold it down, don't I? No, it's slowing down. There it goes. So I was supposed to know that symbol, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so then take the pathway to the right. That's for later. We're getting into the laboratory. So where the fan was, now we can go through it.
Okay. I feel like I need to close every door now. That's why I walk into it. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. So the fan's still going. Do I need to have power like coming to here?
Okay. Take the right path to a walkway. Against offices in the distance, but door would be locked. That's the locked door.
Okay, yeah.
So go. Remember where the locked door was? Yep.
Yeah.
Along the path is a lever. Which will shut down the fan. Oh, there it is.
to look at. And so it feels like when you get into like a new area in an adventure game, you're like, oh, yay. The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. There are days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of these failed attempts. The further I refine each element, the formations of the inks and papers, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair. Without the deny, my long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are avenues of research which remain to be explored. What's the difference of time? 882, 213. Let's look at almost 2.5 months. I am discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure. Although I've been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the star field and have proven that their paths are cyclical, without proper instrumentation, it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. I wish they didn't use cursive. I know. I mean, hey guys, I'm cool with them teaching cursive and everything, but in a game and you're trying to read for people, you don't want it. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two direct but overlapping spaces, but like a link. But the apparent physical contradictions surrounding this juncture defy logical reason. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum as one might expect in space. Yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere. That Atris and Catherine threw themselves into the void in further evidence that it might be safe to travel. But without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. It is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long. But it is likely that the results would be catastrophic given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. Maintenance on steam vent cape completed. I am extremely pleased with the continued success of the system. I believe the construction to have been true to the denied designs of my memory. Another example of superiority of the denied technology. It's iconic that Atris and ironic, not iconic, that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power.
Unlimited
as with many,
power.
Yeah, unlimited power. It's over 9,000. As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I've recently begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atris wrote into this age during their escape. Certainly, by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively. But I do not believe that Atris intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of its falling into unknown hands. Also, had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum is created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this is most certainly what would have happened. But the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold onto the belief that it was a unintended consequence of their writing for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son had most of their age to be merely prison for me rather than a death sentence. The construction of the images has proceeded without fault. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt the deny technology to mimic that of Ahmad's. Sure. It looks like a semicolon. In some way, the similarities between the two cultures was striking. Sure. I wonder if perhaps there had been communication or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Kata's people or even descendants of the Deny. It pleases me to think so. Okay. No, it's possible that if I were somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generators could prove such an. Okay.
There is something in there we need. Was that the end?
No, not quite. I'm
There's
assuming
a
it's another
code.
drawing. This right here.
Yeah, we need the. No, we're looking for the number system. So keep going. You can
Give
write
me
that
a
down.
moment. Just in case we do need it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I just went to another page and didn't realize it. And then just below, this is here. Now, this means 98. That's what that means. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So here's the randomized code. The numbers are different per playthrough.
Okay.
So keep going until we get to the. There we go.
Okay. So that. Don't tell me anything.
Well, I mean, I do the numbers, but.
Don't.
I won't. I won't speak. I know just what you're saying.
Ugh. Can't. That's like, don't tell me because it hurt.
There you go.
Okay. So. Nothing. Are these like letters combined together in each symbol?
Numbers, yes.
Okay, so the first one.
You have it. It's from the number. It's from the school.
4.
Yes.
I realize I don't have it written down anywhere. It's because 4 was the only one we didn't actually wait on. Okay. 4, but the next one I have is like a combination of 2 letters, 2 numbers. 98. No. 8.
Look at the 2
80?
symbols. Look at the 2 symbols.
80?
No. So you have the triangle.
30.
30. There's no 0 on the number system. What's the 2 shapes? You have the angle to the left. What's that?
Yeah. 3.
And what's the circle at the bottom?
I have it written as 0 because we had one where like nothing moved.
It's 10.
That's so rude. So it's 13.
So, yes.
Okay. The next one.
Mm-hmm.
40.
Was
14.
it? 14.
14.
Yes.
The other one, I don't have the arrow pointing down. I have it pointing left.
Okay. So here's the part that's really difficult.
Uh-huh.
Is you have to rotate it. And when you rotate that symbol, it goes +5.
So it's 13.
The arrow down?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so if you turn it clockwise.
Yeah.
So you have the arrow pointing to the left.
Yes.
What 2 numbers is that?
Just 8.
Right. So now turn it back a degree, add 5.
13. Isn't 8 + 5 13?
What in the world? That is wrong then. I'll tell you what I can tell you what it is.
Okay, what's the number it gives for that? For that fourth symbol.
You want to know what it is?
Yeah, just tell me what the number is.
16.
So does that mean when you turn it, it doubles? Because I have it written down as 8. So does that make the last one 12? Because it's turned twice. No, it 8. So it's a 16, 8. The last two numbers.
Oh, I get it.
Okay. Explain.
I get it. Okay. So you have the arrow. If it was turned, the only one that you have with an arrow, so 1 through 9.
Yes.
Don't right? Okay.
10
so
technically, I guess, but whatever.
Well, okay, but just take the arrow part.
Yeah.
And when you turn it, it's multiplied by 5.
40.
It's just the shape, not the line, just the part of the triangle. The tip of the arrow is 3. Okay, this is how they're. So if you so 3 times, and you turn it times 5 is 15. What is straight up and down?
1.
So it's 16. That's how they get 16. So where we have the last number, what number do we have that is a
4, but this is rotated.
So multiplied times 5. It's just
20.
rotated once. Because you just flipped it the other way.
Oh, it's 20.
Yep. Yeah. Makes sense, right? Yeah.
You use this little tiny part, and then we'll play it tomorrow for SMN.
That's about 37 minutes in, so yeah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so there's still
lots of lower stuff.
There's still stuff in this room. Yeah.
Check out everything. Last week, wondering the situation of the villagers from the scope is in my survey room. I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored near the entrance of the bay. Ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite mysteriously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, that have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow, I shall send surveyors to catalog them. So these are the things that we've been seeing.
Yeah. So it's number 3.
That was the one that we've already had. That sounded like a whale.
Yes.
That's what I wrote it down as.
It is found in the water by the bay. Yes. They won't make a sound because he removed it.
It's got a bug. Okay. Look at the bayonet at the end.
Ooh.
Oh, this is inside that locked area, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
This is a eggs. That was the only one we could look at. Okay.
Look at my collection of eggs.
Yeah. Look. Oh, wait. Hang on. Here's that thing.
Uh-huh. It looks like a smoker part for a grill. Collections of urine.
Frogs.
That's a weird coffee maker.
Okay. Okay. It's a clamp. That's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do with it yet. Got fingers off with it? Stamp.
Maybe.
There's 2 doors. This one leads out to the pathway it's been locked at. But that didn't work.
Did it?
This is one of the ones that didn't work that he's talked about. That's like a incinerator, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? I don't think anyone's there.
No.
Oh, there is a thingy here.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see where it takes us. I think it'd be a good place to end.
Yes.
What do you think?
That sounds good to me.
Let's go for a ride.
Cursor. There we go. The silence just to turn the thing.
Captain's log. Start it. Where are we now?
We'll find out in the next episode.
Yes, we will. Make sure to save it.
Oh yeah, I will save it.
Yes.
Do that really quick.
Well.
Hit save game. Over save.
Sweet. Yes.
To hit start save game. And hit it on the second side.
Sweet.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, all you cavers, dwellers, splunkers, for joining us on another, episode. We'll call this one the reading episode because there's lots of reading. I came here to play games, not to read.
Come on, it's trying to make us smart. I don't want to do that.
And once again, this kind of shows the example of how hard these games were because they're not really long games. As a whole, they just give you zero clues on how to do anything.
Exactly.
And so make sure to check out this is coming out. There'll be the last Saturday morning nerd out where Mezzo goes into her first presentation, her first nerd out segment for us, and she dives into these mechanics of these games over the course of history. So
you're watching us after Saturday morning nerd out, just go watch the upload of the stream and you'll see Mezzo's musings.
Yeah, yes. I made it purple, so if you saw the overlay.
I haven't looked. I just could have joined in and was looking at you instead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
All right, well, thank you. We hope you guys are enjoying this. We'll continue this Riven sequel coming up next week, too. So we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.